You're listening to Dean Michael here on True Radio, the home of proper good music and proper good interviews as well, as always. And tonight we're very lucky to have Mr. Steve Collins, all the way from Manchester, and he's a close protection expert and self-defense expert as also, and a writer as well. A very talented guy. You still there, Steve?
Yes, I am, Dean. I'm still here.
You're enjoying the music?
Yeah, very much so. Yeah,
Good,
yeah,
good.
very much so.
Well, Steve, as our listeners have heard already, that you've been learning martial arts and everything like that. But we spoke about telling everybody about the teaching that you do and the lectures, and you've written books. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, yes. I have my own design business. So we have our own studios, photographic studios, design studios. And what I decided to do in order to promote the training that we were doing, I decided to start to write some books and start to develop some training programs that we could pass out to those that were interested in what we were doing. And we've been very lucky because a lot of the people that we've trained have been government agencies, law enforcement agencies, security professionals, and a small amount of the general public, but that's not been our main core business. What I want to try and do now, especially after 2020 being an abysmal year for everybody, I want to try and focus on getting information out to the general public. And that's what my main focus is at the moment.
You've already done that, haven't you, with the books and everything?
Oh yeah.
You've had a big publisher on with you, HarperCollins, I believe.
HarperCollins published my very first book for me, and I do you mind if I hold it up for the camera or
no?
not?
That's fine. You do that.
Okay.
You can hold that
well,
up.
I'll do that only to show that was the very first book that I wrote.
Think, act, stay safe.
Think, act, stay safe with React. And it was my first book. I've written about the 20 odd books since then, but I'm very proud of my first book because it was the first opportunity I had to write a book. And I'm very pleased to say it became the best-selling book on personal protection ever published. Now, I'm very eager to say, I'm not saying it's the best book on personal protection, but certainly it's the best-selling book.
Okay. And you've lectured as well. You've been all over the world doing this.
Yeah, I have. I lecture all over the world, all over the UK, Europe, America, the Middle East. Yeah, we're very, very busy with our lecture tours and the things that we do. However, of course, last year we didn't go anywhere. We weren't able to do.
Of course, yeah, of course. And also, you're an advisor to the SAS. Is that correct?
Well.
Were you in the SAS?
No, I wasn't, and I need to make that very clear to your listeners. But because of the work I do and because of the people I deal with, many of my friends and colleagues are police, military, special forces. And one of my best friends was a chap called Barry Davis, quite a famous SAS guy. And we never really refer to the SAS as that. We always call it the regiment. So from now on, I'll call it the regiment, but we're talking about the SAS. Well, Barry was a very famous regiment soldier. And he became an extremely good friend of mine, and we did a lot of work together. Sadly, he's passed away now. He passed away a couple of years ago. But Barry came to me and said, I've been approached by HarperCollins, and they have asked me if I will write a book on self-defense. Well, Barry, and I won't use the words he used, but he said, I know nothing about self-defense. Will you write it for me? And I said, well, yeah, but what do HarperCollins feel about that? Because I was never in the SAS, although I do know lots of the guys. He said, well, we'll have a meeting. So we had a meeting with HarperCollins. They asked me if I would ghostwrite the book, which I did. They asked me if I wanted to be on the cover. In other words, SAS Book of Self-Defense by Barry Davis and Steve Collins. And I said, no, because that makes it look as if I was in the SAS, which I never was.
Okay, yeah.
So if you look at the book now, and it was one of the best-selling books that HarperCollins did, I'm inside as a technical advisor. So I can pretend to some people that I have this SAS sort of connection, but no, I was never in the regiment.
Okay, doke. Well, what we're going to do, Steve, we're going to play a few more songs now, and then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about React, which is which
Okay.
develops, and also about your, hopefully, your new TV children's show that's going to be coming up soon. So,
Well, fingers crossed.
fingers crossed. So, Steve Collins, thanks once again for being here with us on True Radio.
Okay.